what's up everybody? So let's do a challenge because I want to see how many books I can read in this week. So today's Tuesday, so we're gonna go from Tuesday to Tuesday. I feel like I kind of have a busy week this week, so I don't even know how many books I'm gonna be able to knock off. So let's get started and pick a book. What shall we read? I'm feeling like rom-com, so this is a book I have not yet read. So we're gonna do Emily Henry's classic People We Meet on Vacation. There's a Netflix adaptation, which I have not yet watched, so I have no idea what this book is about. Poppy and Alex, awesome. And look at my cute little bookmark. Let's go. So on page 45 in this story, it looks like Alex and the main character Poppy, they used to be best friends, but now they're not. Something went down, but no one's saying what went down. This is a Netflix movie, which I haven't seen because my family doesn't have Netflix subscription, but I'm assuming something went down and I'm excited to know what it is because I feel like Emily Henry, she writes in a way that is very fast to read. So hopefully I can get this done before my 7 days because I kind of want to do more than one book in this 7-day, how many books I read in 7-day challenge or whatever. So we'll see. Let's read. No, Charlie's not reading, but I am 48% into People We Meet on Vacation, and I got these cute little stickers at Aldi for my candle. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of this book because it's kind of like, you know, they're best friends, right? They're best friends in the story, and I feel like they are gonna end up getting together. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting because obviously she's already said that she loves him and they love each other, but they're just not wanting to commit to each other because they're best friends. And I don't really still know what the problem was that caused them to not be together or not to be friends anymore for like 2 years. Okay, so let's go. All right, it's been like 5 or 6, no, 6 days or 5 days, I don't know. It is Sunday now and I just finished this book. I have just had like the busiest week and I could only read at night, so, or during the day, like a couple chapters here and there, and the majority of this reading was done at night, and this is my thoughts on it. People We Meet on Vacation. People We Meet on Vacation takes place, I think, well, basically it's 2 timelines, actually several timelines, because she goes back and forth throughout the summers that she's been with her best friend, Alex. The main character's name is Poppy, and they're like BFFs. They met at college. They love each other. They say they love each other to each other, but it's like all platonic at first. But you can already tell in the writing that there is like something deeper in there for them, which is what I get so confused and conflicted about when it's these types of friends to lovers things, because yes, they're best friends, they end up dating other people, but then you can tell that they just love each other and they should just get together, but they have all these just certain obstacles that are keeping them from each other supposedly. And in my mind, I'm like, love conquers all things. Isn't that what we've been taught? You know, love conquers all, whatever insecurities or life things that are happening, you guys should just get together. And it took like all these pages for them to get together in the end. So because of that, and because of there's so many like back and forth things and stuff like that, the writing is really cool. I like the fact where she, you know, kind of gives, Emily Henry, she gives like a little insight of what even happened for them to not be friends for a couple of years. And then you kind of want to keep reading to figure out, okay, what exactly even happened. It's like one of those things, like it's so juicy and it's like a big secret or whatever, and then ended up it's just this thing. But it's a good thing though. Okay, So, two best friends, 10 summer trips, one last chance to fall in love. And they have already been in love since the first summer trip. So I'm just like, yeah, I like the friends to lovers trope mostly, except I just feel like I like enemies to lovers better just because it's like, okay, they absolutely hate each other and then they figure things out about each other that makes them fall in love. But this one, they already love each other, but it's platonic. And I feel like if you're best friends with somebody who is, you know, you're attracted to and stuff like that, I don't think it will stay platonic. That's what happened with me and my husband. We were friends and then we just ended up loving each other. So yeah, 4 stars, not gonna lie, 4 stars. It wasn't like a complete 5-star read for me, only because of that trope. And I feel like those are pointless. And I know it's like real life situation too. People are this way. But anyways, let's figure out what I'm gonna read next. I have like 1 day left to finish this challenge, and I know maybe it won't be like a super thick book. This is like 300-ish pages. But yeah, it just took me forever to read this book. I had like no time this week. So let's go into my library and figure it out. Back you go. Can't do it with one hand. Oh my goodness. Okay. So do we do the rom-com? Something that might make me cry. Rom-com. I don't want to start any series. No. And then I don't want to start any of these either. Let's go over here. Should I finish a Harry Potter? Probably not, because I'm not going to get that done in a day and a half. I have like a day and a half to do something. All right, I do have this one, which I feel like I've been wanting to read. So yeah, let's do this. It's not that thick. Maybe I can read in a day. Let's go. Guys, I'm back. It is Tuesday. I literally finished this book last night in 1 day, 1.5 days. And it's so good. I actually love this book a lot. I didn't even know anything about it going into it, so let's talk about that. The Story Life of A.J. Fikry. I started this book in an audiobook because I had to get some work done. So I listened to the first like couple pages of it in audiobook, and then I just picked it up and just read basically all until 1 o'clock in the morning last night because I couldn't put it down and I really wanted to know. And it is just so heartbreaking. Number 1, it gives you the feels, like all the feels. There's a little love story. There is emotional heartstring tug pulling. There are different like stories within the characters that get developed over time that is so sweet and heartwarming and just like, whoa, what in the world? And I love the little quotes and little blurbs he puts in here for his daughter, because she is also a writer / reader and then of all these things. So basically he's a bookshop owner on this island, and a baby gets left in his store, and he adopts the baby. But there's a whole thing that has to go with that, and it is just so sweet that you see this man, he's a widower, just love and care for this child, and then a woman comes along who like sells books or something, like a bookseller for a publishing company or whatever, and then he falls in love with her, and it just goes through a really fast period of time because it's like his whole life, right? So it goes through a fast period of time. There's drama in it, but there's not like little insignificant dramas that drag on. It just all of a sudden says this is what happened, and then they move on. So I kind of like that. It kind of tells you what happens right away. And it is just so sad. Honestly, it is so sad. I almost teared up, although I didn't cry. My review, 4.75 stars. Okay, 4.75 stars, only because I wish it lasted longer and that there was more to the characters that I could love. Because after I read this book, I went on Google and I looked it up, and there's a movie with the girl from Pretty Little Liars, Lucy Hale, which I'm probably gonna download and just watch because I had like a vision of who these people are, and then I just feel like I want to watch it. So I'll probably watch that. Good, cute little story about a bookshop, and it makes you want to go open a bookshop or spend more time in a bookshop, because I'm probably gonna do that today. I just love bookstores. Anyways, so those are my 2 reads for the week. So I can confidently say I can read at least 2 books, definitely 1 for a week, in a week, I mean. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm kind of a slow reader. I have a busy life. I have children that don't let me sit down and just do what I want to do. But yeah, most of my reading happens at night or during nap time. But yeah, these are the 2 books that I got to read this week. And now on to Queen of Shadows, Throne of Glass era. So yeah, Queen of Shadows is next. So thanks for being here, guys. I will see you at the next bookish video, or you can follow me on Instagram and _Berry Vlogs. That's my handle. It's right there. That's it. Have a blessed day. Bye.